In the middle of the screen. I'm not sure what it's going to do today yet. By the time I got the video up last night, it was flat out dumping here. Then it chilled out a little bit. Then it dumped again. So, yeah. It got wet last night. Then it rained hard enough that I don't know why I was awake, but may have been the rain hitting right over the top of my head. I don't know. But it kept me awake. I know that much. And there ain't nobody. Nothing happened yet this morning. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't been out to the feed barn yet. But I'm going to go this way and feed the back barn. Then make my way to the feed barn. I'm going to go this way because it's dark enough. I need to turn the lights on so I can see the feed. And then that means I got to come back out of this end and, walk through my pathway in the barn. But that's all right. And I don't know what's going to go on today yet. Becky and Tyleen keep talking about doing something in the basement. And there's stuff's got to get done there too. And we got to do stuff in the garage so we can move Mom's freezers up there. Just a never, cause and effect, never ending. So, and other things to get done out here. However, half of what I got to get done out here, ground's too freaking soft now to do anything. If it was frozen, I could do it, but it's not frozen. We're 48 degrees this morning. Sorry, I gotta watch where I'm stepping. Looking for those landmines. They left a few of them down here in the snow, and you know how they are now. So, anyhow, we'll see what the day brings. Water's up a little higher than it was last night. It's almost over the bridge, not quite. And hey, that, I don't know if you can see it or not. The puddle right in front of me, right on this edge of it. Looks like there's a light right there. I raise the camera a little, you can see it better. Huh. That's that star. That's the only star I see now. It's the only star. Interesting. And if you can see how fast those clouds are moving over there. And a couple duckies flying across. Okay. And hey, they listened to me. Right before I started videoing over here, I told the ladies to get out. They're already tipping those tubs over. Go figure. But anyway, looks like they all got out except for Boomer, who's going to stand there till I get over here. And go finish feeding.
Come in to find.
Say, Grandpa.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. There's the teaser.
There you go. Old washing machine hose. It's actually a used one. Looks new, other than until it's been picked up before. That's what we always used to use. Now, floats are made for the male end of a hose, but gee, the funny thing is, you got to spin the float on and off of it if you got to unhook it. Which means you got to take the float off the trough to do it, or you got a hose to spin around. So we've always put double ender males in there so you can hook them up that way. And we got away from washing machine hoses years ago, making our own, but I don't have any hose to make new ones out of. The good hose anyway. What they'll do when it gets cold? Yes, Wally.
Yes. I know. What?
This piece here, instead of retaining its shape, it'll bulge and then it'll pop off. And Dad made a couple jigs to reshape them, but they don't always work. And the next time the piece that's on the end of the actual hose breaks off anyway, they're so thin. This is what we usually use. It's 5/8, and these aren't really the right size. And somewhere way back, I know I've got some video of pressing some together. I made a hand press, put this on the hose, and then press this in. When I do it, I know how I do it. And we couldn't find these same clamps anymore, and they're actually stretched a little. That's made to crimp, to tighten it up, but they fit so tight anyway, it doesn't matter. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah? Still won't let me touch him, but he'll play with me. So anyway, and this one was leaking before, because there's a little water there. It's tight here. This isn't tight enough. But anyway, last clamps we got, they'll fit this hose. This is 5/8 hose too. And that's how they're supposed to work. Focus. Sunlight. There we go. Tool crimps that, and it tightens them up. And this happens to be an aluminum one. Ordered off eBay. Didn't say what it was made of, but, sure looks like these other, well, not those ones exactly, but we got some others that are the same style. But this old hose, it's probably 40 years old. And when it was unhooked, this was the top, that was the float end. When it was unhooked and hanging there in the cold weather, the weight of the hose broke it. I mean, it's warm now. I can kink this sucker right around. But anyway, I happened to find 2 of those heater hoses, or washing machine hoses in the house. I've got some in the barn yet too. There's more in the house, but that one's just a few inches longer than this one instead of being a foot or two longer. 4-foot and 6-footers are what we're set up for mostly. And mostly 4-foot. And that one must be a 4-foot because I think this is 42 inches, if I remember right. So, one project done. Go cut the clamps off this and save the ends. Oh, I had to steal the rubber out of this one. The other one had a rubber, but it was behind and it wouldn't tighten up all the way. Couple things, we've got 2 rubbers in because they don't seal. And I'm guessing the noises I'm hearing are Ty and Becky and Blakely playing around. I don't know what it's going to do today. The sun was shining. Then it misted for a little bit. Then it quit. It's 48 degrees when I come out, and it's 42 or 43 degrees now. And there's the extent of our snow. And I'm sure the other pile is still there. Oh, and a little tiny bit over there by the shop. A little bit of that pile I couldn't pick up. A wagon load of stuff that's going to go someplace else, I think. Some of it might stay in here. I don't know. We'll see. That old steel cabinet, the right side has gardening stuff, I think. The left side we've used for partial bags of seed. There's probably still some clover seed in there that's got to be, 10, 15 years old. Shh. Just put a little bit extra on, it'll work. I know there's grass seed in there because that's pretty well mouse proof, nothing can get into it. It was actually, that edge of it was about right there. And most of the junk that's in the cart was between it and the wall. So it's moved over, and I think it's from condensation on the outside of that. It was wet on the floor at both ends. So it's got 1/4-inch lath underneath it now. Keep it up off the floor just so it can't get buggered up. And those 2 plastic cabinets, that's not stacked. That's actually one. Full height doors on them. They were behind me against the wall. So was that ladder. The old hand truck, it was tucked in the corner. And talking on the phone one night with Mom, she said all that shit could go. Now, I know not all of it's going to go. There's still some good stuff in there that can be used, but where it's at, it doesn't get used. So we're going to figure that out. And there's a set of shelves behind me. I think that is going to go over there. Might have to scooch that cabinet down a little bit, but concrete wall sticks out past the other, so it's not like it's going to hit the window or anything. If it does have to move, it only has to move a few inches, so it won't even cover the window. And I don't know what Becky and Ty were doing in the basement. I've been up here until I finally got to the point I had to have help, and Becky came up and helped me because I couldn't get the cabinet up off the floor and get the lath under it at the same time. And I don't know, that bag's half full of shit. God knows how much is in the vacuum now. It's been a while since any of this has been cleaned out. So we're going to put Mom's upright freezer here, and then chest freezer next to it, unless she decides she doesn't want the chest freezer. And she was talking about getting rid of it, but I don't know. I really don't move this stuff because Mom's at the grocery store. She should be back anytime. Get this out of the way because I'm sure she'll drive right on in. And we haven't really finished cleaning much of the floor because I cleaned up where we were putting stuff. And she was out the other day when it was snowy, so that's all wet. And back here. It's drier back here now, though. So that's my story. I'm going to go find some lunch. Go pick on Blakely. And well, thanks, Becky. Stack stuff against my coat. And this needs to get cleaned up. Mom did pick up. We hemmed and hawed, talked about bigger, more expensive ones, but that little black thing, it goes on your pressure washer. So, I mean, it doesn't do, well, we'll probably use it in here, but that works good in here. But that, it has not been cleaned up for a long time. All this needs a good cleaning, and we'll see how far we get. And yeah, all the wind. A lot of this stuff laying here is off that. Some of it's from everything else. So while it's nice out, camera off, turn around and look who I find. Huh. What you think, kid? Yeah, light's wrong. I can't even see your face in the screen. Definitely need a good pressure washing.
Yeah, but I want to get the.
I was told I had to get that face on video.
It's corn, carrot, chickpea, and a little bit of rice cereal.
And she's loving it.
Can you say hi? Hi.
Yeah, reach for it. All food though.
Yum. Can you say hi, everybody?
Yeah.
So she's waving at us. She's waving.
Ty hasn't quite figured out that you take the spoon and scrape all that stuff up and you get a spoonful and put it in
to
yet.
look at her that way. She won't let me until we're done. Or do you want something like that
Yeah,
instead?
at least she's getting lunch already. Ichabod's favorite place when water's high. Not really sure why he likes it right there, but... And... down there... whole bunch of duckies. It looks like they come clear over into here, but can't really see in there. Bunch of them, though. Stealing grass. Well, we're as done in there as we're going to be today. Still got to move the shelving over and yeah, we can get the floor blown out. I got to going on this. This is just with the hose because all the shit that was on top. All that stuff literally was probably like a garbage can full. So, and if tomorrow's not bad, she'll get the pressure washer out, do it to it. And hopefully I can get some more done in there maybe. It's going to depend on the weather. I don't want to be up here in the garage with the wind blowing rain in. And if it ain't blowing and it's decent, we get a clean spot on the floor, we can bring Blakely out and she can scoot around in her walker. She's having... and she's been playing with bees too. She found a queen yellow jacket. Yeah, all the flower pots. I wish we had I'd like to find a plastic pallet.
My dumbass.
She's a
That
dumbass.
one. That's a heavy bitch, okay? Didn't realize there was nothing underneath it, so when I moved it, it smeared a whole bunch of fucking dirt.
Oh no.
That's the only one that doesn't have anything under it.
Anyway, a plastic pallet to set these plants on would be ideal.
We have one.
We do? Where do we have a plastic pallet?
I think it's underneath your generator, though. Or by it.
That's nowhere near big enough, and that is a actual base for the generator.
It's
a base for the generator.
Technical,
that wouldn't even hold what's sitting here, and you got all that over there to go with it.
Those guys are the light ones. These guys
So,
are
anyway, dog's been watching.
My hands hurt because I have to squeeze it hard enough for it to get a single straight.
Oh, because she's using a freaking garden deal instead of putting a straight tip on, which I would have done.
It's not a straight tip, and that works better than just putting a straight tip on, because the ones up here suck dick.
Anyway,
The ones with the black hose is the better one.
And this hose is actually coming from down on the patio. That's a brand new hose. It's probably 20 years old that we found in the garage.
This one was up here.
Yeah.
The green one is attached down there.
It's literally hooked together right there.
And if you ever put your fucking shit in between, don't fucking do it like they did.
I tried to drop you.
Don't fucking do it like my grandma did.
Yeah, it didn't come out good. It's been in there a long time, but most of it's out now.
And it wasn't supposed to be white.
Yeah, it was supposed to be gray. It was supposed to match this. But anyway, faucet here was put in when the garage was put in, right? And you know where the line goes. Right outside that door, about 5 feet, is a hydrant. It used to be an underground shutoff. And we cut the upright on a hydrant and put a T in it to bring water up to here. And there's a faucet on the hydrant to shut it off out there. That hydrant is the end of the line that comes from the pump house. So any sediment is packed into the hydrant, which means we take the handle assembly apart, unscrew the top, pull the plunger out, shut the water off first, of course. Then go turn the water on and let it spew into the air and blow all the shit out. Shut it off, put it back together, and it lasts a few years. And I don't know why we never had trouble with the underground shutoff that was there, but, you know, it is what it is. So that's probably more than a long enough video. We'll call her good for the day, so thank you for watching. You know, I'm going to have to get a shot of Blakely before she leaves, because somebody will take her home.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I did a number.
Nice.
That's just from peeling that shit up.
Yeah, I come
And
up.
it splattered all over. Do I have anything else on my face, dude? Because
No, actually, you're pretty good. You're a lot better than the pictures I got in my phone of your sister when she was cleaning the Cultipacker up about 10 years ago. She was.
You have video of me just as bad doing the same damn thing.
Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope
help me cut the big bill.
Hope your Tuesday was good, and hope everybody has a great hump day. Apparently, I'm going to help her feed.
Yes.
Told you I'd get you another shot of her. She has been scooting all over.
Becky.
Forward and backward. Look at that. She goes forward in this one.
Well, you know that I'm making your...
I guess we'll just start at the back of her head.
Blakely. Blakely.
She's just bit tight over here. And Becky moved some things, so now she can sneak right into the back room.
Hey.
But
Blake.
She has been having fun in that thing today.
Back.
Hey, turkey butt. Run over your binky.
That one stays here anyway.
There. There you are. There you are. Hey. No, you're not worried about your binky. You're worried about saying, hi, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hey, hey, hello. Little girl. Little girl. Hey, you. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you all had a good day. And what? Oh, and everybody,
Hey, everybody have a great tomorrow.
I got one more thing to add.
Uh-oh.
If you're making bottles for a calf, these things are literally $10 max on Amazon. Best thing I've ever spent. I have one at my house, and it was just for Lainey. Making a bottle a breeze.
Now, if she hurries, we got enough time you can watch her do this. Whee! I think she got it just because it's like being a kid playing with a toy.
Well, that has two different. So this thing just slides to the middle and comes up, but it has two different spouts. So it depends on how you put it on.
Kind of like the old one we used for Kool-Aid and that kind of stuff. Okay, see there. Now you got your tip.
Tip of the day.
And they're going to leave. So, bye-bye, Blakely. Her car's out there running, so they are leaving. Honest.